Hey everybody, happy Thursday. This is Sports Fanatic News. I'm Joe Boric, and this is to be the toughest game out of the past few for the heavily struggling Philadelphia 76ers. They have to play the Raptors tonight, who are on a hot streak, and Joel Embiid is out again with a back injury. So, the Raptors have, on ESPN's projection, last time I checked, was 57% chance to win. And that was before Embiid was listed as probable then, and has just been downgraded to not playing about 20 minutes ago. So it's probably a little bit higher now for the Raptors' chances. The Raptors per score are 3.5-point favorites. Per ESPN, they are also 3.5. So today they kept them the same. Sometimes those two apps are different. Their leading scorers, DeMar DeRozan, who's having a great season, averaging 24 points, 5.1 assists, 1.2 steals, and 4.3 rebounds. Simmons is obviously our best guy without Embiid with 17.2, 9.1 rebounds, 7.9 assists, and 2.1 steals and about a block a game. Obviously, if the Sixers want to have remotely a chance in this game, with how they've been struggling of late, one, they have to play better defense. Two, Amir Johnson actually has to step up since he usually starts in the absence of Embiid. I hope he doesn't start tonight and Holmes does, but typically he starts and he needs to step up because he's been playing terrible. Bayless needs to get better off of the bench at making threes so we have more bench performance that's not Rashawn Holmes and TJ McConnell. And then McConnell's been doing good since coming back from his shoulder injury for the most part. Redick is out Thursday and doubtful for Saturday game, so he's out tonight. So we don't even have JJ Redick. So we are going into this game against a hot Raptors team without Joel Embiid and without JJ Redick. And that means Korkmaz will likely get some playing time, being Redick's out. He got a decent amount of playing time when Rocco was out, so look for him to get added time. I would assume that means Bayless is going to start, who averages about 10 with an assist and a couple rebounds. But he needs to get more consistent from the three. I don't know what his season. He's 39.3 from three-point percentage, but he doesn't shoot enough. Like, that's a pretty decent percentage, but sometimes he has open looks and passes them up, and then when he doesn't have open looks, he tries to do too much what Redick can do, and Redick's a very special talent from the three where he can make them in guys' faces. Jared Bayless is not remotely close to that same level, so he needs to be smarter with his selections. And then, obviously, being he's not injured anymore, or Robert Covington definitely needs to step up tonight, who has had his point totals going down in recent games. He averaged 15 with 6.3 rebounds and 2 assists, and his three-point percentage went down to 39.7, and when it was at 42 about a week ago. So that goes to show how much he's been struggling. And then Saric, who has been very solid of late, needs to continue doing his thing. His point total and percentage shooting has kept going up. So obviously we need Saric to step up. We need Covington to step up. Korkmaz, you don't expect a lot from him, but if he can provide stuff off of the bench, that would be a huge plus. And then the biggest thing is play good defense. Because on this losing streak, Sixers are about the equivalency of the Bad News Bears at playing defense. Like, they are absolutely awful and can't do anything correctly. There's miscommunications. No one knows who's guarding who. And the only shot you have at winning this game, which is not a high percentage shot, is if everybody shows up on the offensive end and on the defensive end. Because a lot of games you've been having guys show up on offensive end, but it doesn't matter because we don't make enough threes to counter the amount of threes that we allow the other team to make on this losing streak. So the Sixers really need to step it up and play good defense tonight from the three-point line and in the paint without Joel Embiid. If Joel Embiid's going to keep continuously being unhealthy like this, we should probably trade for a veteran center because Amir Johnson's terrible at center. Like, he hasn't done anything to prove he can play there. Then Trevor Booker's a little bit too small to consistently play center, as is Saric. Holmes is our only other really true center since we got rid of Ja. So we might want to get somebody else for when this situation happens and Embiid is a bad back or a bad whatever and is out for a while, because we clearly see the huge difference of stats. A lot of our stats are about 5 points different without Joel in the game compared to having Joel in the game, including defending the three is significantly worse without having Embiid in the game. So hopefully the Sixers show promise in this game. People come to play on both ends, and hopefully we don't have a huge lead and then blow it again, because that's been a huge thing in this losing streak as well. This has been a look ahead to the Sixers game that is against the Raptors that starts in about 15 minutes. Peace out, everybody. This is Sports Fanatic News. I'm Joe Borek.